Welcome to the Midnight Book Addicts. Today we will be talking about the book, The 5 a.m. Club, authored by Robin Sharma. The 5 a.m. Club presents a convincing idea for a work-rest routine to join the top 5% of performers. In the form of a story, the book argues that a structured and consistent morning routine that starts at 5 a.m. can act as a catalyst for greater productivity, health, and happiness. And now, back to our title, The 5 a.m. Club.
Introduction. Once upon a time, there was a billionaire. This individual had reached the pinnacle of success in his professional and personal life. He became the kind of person you can't help but admire. Someone you knew would leave the world a positive legacy. What exactly was his secret? Did he possess a natural talent that contributed to his success? No, it was not innate talent. Were his achievements the result of hard work and perseverance? No, not even that. As the book title suggests, this billionaire attributes his success to a simple yet revolutionary morning routine. Our billionaire would rise daily at 5 o'clock a.m. and upon awakening, he would adhere to a little-known formula designed to boost his mental focus, improve his physical fitness, and inspire him to be his best self every day. Would you like to know this morning routine? It's time to take you through the main ideas of Robin Sharma's The 5 a.m. Club. Key concept number 1. A frustrated artist and a disillusioned entrepreneur were drawn to the secrets of the 5 a.m. Club by a chance meeting. In these concepts, we'll follow the fictitious story of an intriguing group of individuals: a disillusioned entrepreneur in need of revitalization, a frustrated artist attempting to refuel his creativity and leave a legacy, and a billionaire with a history of success and a desire to teach others how to live an extraordinary life. The three met at a personal optimization conference hosted by the Spellbinder, a prominent business guru known for his ability to weave magic and capture his audience with the power of his insights. After the Spellbinder's speech, the billionaire walked toward the entrepreneur and the artist, but they had no idea who he was. The billionaire was disguised as a poor man, a habit he had developed to remind himself that money isn't everything. The only clue to his actual wealth was his expensive watch. The impoverished-looking billionaire told the two that the Spellbinder had taught him that while many people desire for exceptional things to happen to them, genuinely elite performers understand that they can make extraordinary things happen for themselves. The entrepreneur and the artist grew increasingly fascinated by this mystery man who spoke as if he himself was a guru. They listened as the billionaire explained how the Spellbinder, who in fact was the billionaire's personal mentor, had taught him one thing that was more important than anything else. What was it? Establishing a unique morning routine is the most reliable strategy to achieve the finest outcomes in your personal and professional life. Being a generous individual, the billionaire made an incredible proposal. If the entrepreneur and the artist wanted to hang out with him at his Mauritius beach house, he would teach them the keys to a world-class morning ritual. The only need was to meet the following morning at 5 a.m. The following day, the entrepreneur and the artist were first suspicious. Still, their attitudes began to change when a chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce took them to a hangar containing a sleek ivory-colored private plane bearing the logo 5AC. The entrepreneur asked the chauffeur what the logo represented, and he said it stood for the 5 a.m. Club. Thus began their path towards understanding a breakthrough morning routine and an entirely new outlook on life that had the potential to improve everything. Key concept number 2. The solitude and heightened mental state you will experience at 5 a.m. will help you achieve elite performance. Early the next morning, the billionaire explained to the entrepreneur and artist how getting up at 5 o'clock a.m. was how he learned to rise above mediocrity and achieve greatness. Awakening at 5 a.m. had increased his inventiveness, doubled his energy, and tripled his output. How? Well, the billionaire explained that many of history's most significant figures, from author John Grisham to composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, have recognized that the solitude resulting from rising at 5 a.m. has a multiplicative impact. Everyone has limited mental capacity or cognitive bandwidth, and throughout the day, we focus on an increasing number of things, including work, the news, social interaction, and social media. We cannot concentrate on anything by noon, because all of these have consumed our bandwidth. By constantly shifting our attention from one thing to another, we pay insufficient attention to everything. However, if you rise at 5 a.m., you can focus on one high-value task without mental distractions. This concentration is further enhanced by the concept of transient hypofrontality, which, in a nutshell, means that at 5 a.m., you are in an excellent position to achieve a state of mental flow. The billionaire explained that when you are enjoying a serene 5 a.m. start, the prefrontal cortex of the brain, which is responsible for rational thought, temporarily shuts down. Therefore, your tendency to overanalyze, stress, and worry is diminished. Simultaneously, the calmness of dawn stimulates the release of the neurotransmitters dopamine and serotonin. The outcome? You enter a state of flow in which you are naturally fully energized, focused, and in the zone. Flow is the elite state of mind that all privileged performers, from violinists to scientists, experience during their peak performances. Therefore, if you rise at 5 a.m., you will be more focused and productive throughout the day. If you need another reason to join the 5 a.m. club, consider this. To achieve the results of the top 5% of elite performers, you must do what 95% of entrepreneurs, artists, and other people are unwilling to do. Most people aren't willing to get up at 5 a.m., so you have a substantial competitive advantage if you are. Now, let's look at how to become a true history maker, someone whose accomplishments change the world, rather than just a great achiever. Key concept number 3. History makers maximize their abilities, avoid distractions, strive daily, and master themselves. On a dazzling morning in Mauritius, the entrepreneur, the artist, and the billionaire gathered by the sea. A school of fish swam across the water's pristine clarity. In this picturesque scene, the billionaire described the 4 significant contributions of the great historical figures. First, he stated that the most outstanding individuals are not distinguished by their innate ability, but rather by the degree to which they capitalize. According to the billionaire, self-discipline and determination always outweigh genius and natural ability. Rather than believing you cannot make a difference, maximize on the skills you possess. Second, the billionaire noted that distraction-free surroundings are crucial. Too many people today waste hours on useless technologies and social networks. To win, you must concentrate, simplify, and focus. This entails becoming a purist and focusing on a small number of significant initiatives, rather than many good ones. And in daily life, it involves eliminating all distractions from a relentless focus on what is most important. Turn off notifications and cancel unnecessary meetings that keep you from productive pursuits. Joining the 5 a.m. club will provide you with an hour of uninterrupted concentration each morning. Thirdly, the genuinely brilliant recognize the significance of day stacking. This implies that minor daily tasks are far more significant than occasional large tasks. Consider enhancing one of your abilities or skills by 1% per day. It's a slight improvement, but it equals a 365% increase over a year. The billionaire highlighted the ultimate goal of history makers: personal mastery practice. According to psychologist Anders Ericsson, a person needs to devote at least 2.75 hours of daily routine to a talent for at least 10 years before elite-level expertise becomes apparent. Therefore, to master yourself, you should spend the first hour of each day focusing on yourself, your mindset, and your approach to health, spirituality, and love. The entrepreneur and artist now had a much clearer understanding of how the truly elite succeed, so the billionaire advised them to take things to the next level by learning to nurture their best selves. Key concept number 4. By focusing on each of the 4 inner empires, you can master yourself and your chosen field. How frequently, the billionaire asked, have you heard a guru discuss improving your mindset? It is a common saying that if you think of optimistic ideas, your life will improve. What these gurus don't tell you, said the billionaire as he strolled along a white sand beach with his students, is that your mindset is just one of 4 interior empires. If you only work on your mindset, you're ignoring your health set, heart set, and soul set. That's like only polishing 25% of a painting. Your heart set represents your emotional well-being. Even with a world-class mindset, you cannot perform intellectually if your emotional life is in disarray. According to Sigmund Freud, unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Focus on a healthy heart set, and you'll feel the change immediately. Next, focus on your health set, which represents your physical health. Longevity is one of the most important methods to succeed in life. As the billionaire jokingly pointed out, you can't be a titan of the industry if you're dead. Choosing to live a healthy, ultra-productive lifestyle will give you a few long years to leave a better legacy. Furthermore, exceptional achievers recognize that exercise makes every day significantly better. It ignites your energy, eliminates your stress, and increases your happiness. However, even this is insufficient, as there is yet another inside kingdom to cultivate. The billionaire defined your soul set as your spirituality. Everyday life often draws us to the superficial and material. So in the quiet moments of the early morning, remind yourself of who you truly are. Connect with the hero within you. In the early morning silence, reflect on what you have to offer the world. By focusing on your soul set, you will reconnect with the best version of yourself. These discoveries astounded the entrepreneur. She exclaimed to the billionaire how much this framework had altered her self-perception. But she was still curious. How could she put these lessons into practice within the first hour of the day? The billionaire told her that she was ready to hear about the 20-20-20 formula, but not in Mauritius. No, they would have to abandon the crystal-clear ocean. They were headed to the eternal city, Rome. It was time to be inspired by the Romans' passion, their beautiful city, and their delectable cuisine. Key concept number 5. The 20-20-20 formula guarantees that rising at 5 a.m. yields spectacular results. The billionaire, the entrepreneur, and the artist took in their surroundings while standing in the square at the base of Rome's distinguished Spanish Steps. It's time to learn how to transform your creativity, performance, utility, wealth, and productivity, the billionaire said. Just rising at 5 a.m. alone won't do it. You might get up at 5 o'clock a.m. and squander an hour checking messages and browsing social media, but that won't make your day more productive. What will put you ahead is the 20-20-20 formula that says you use 20 minutes to move, 20 minutes to reflect, and 20 minutes to grow. The first step is to move, to do 20 minutes of strenuous exercise. What's most important is to work up a sweat. This is because sweat eliminates cortisol, the stress hormone. Sweat produces the protein BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which aids in healing brain cells and developing new synaptic connections. Therefore, by perspiring for 20 minutes, you will effectively think faster. Then, make 5:20 to 5:40 am a time for reflection with deep peace and solitude. Before the complexity of the day arises, reflect on what is most important to you. You'll be surprised by the ideas, dreams, and inspiration that come to mind when you have a few moments of solitude in this age of distraction, constant notifications, and messages. Write these thoughts in a journal. Commit your current ambitions, the things you're grateful for, and your frustrations and disappointments to paper. By doing this, you'll be able to release harmful energies and better grasp your vision. Take a few minutes to meditate. According to research, meditation lowers cortisol levels, which reduces stress. It's a tried and true method for staying calm. Now it's time for the last 20 minutes of your first hour. Read the biographies of successful people to learn about their lives. Learn about human psychology. Watch documentaries on innovation or listen to audiobooks about business building. Every billionaire shares a passion for learning. That's all there is to it, a perfect morning routine for claiming the hour and becoming a true member of the 5 a.m. club. Key concept number 6. Embracing sleep and the twin cycle of elite performance is essential to maximizing the potential of the 5 a.m. club. As the city of Rome slowly came to life, the billionaire, entrepreneur, and artist walked down into the depths of the city. As they went into a dark and dusty tunnel, the billionaire explained that they were in the catacombs, underground passageways used as burial sites by the ancient Romans. The artist questioned as to why they were there, and the billionaire replied that they were surrounded by people sleeping for centuries, so it was an appropriate location to discuss the importance of deep sleep. According to research, sleep is one of the most important predictors of lifespan. How you spend the last hour of your day is almost as critical to maximizing performance as how you spend the first. Too many people suffer from sleep deprivation due to technological advances. The blue light emitted by our electronic devices reduces melatonin levels, the chemical that induces sleep. No later than 8 o'clock p.m., turn off your technology, as being in front of a screen before bedtime will prevent you from sleeping well. Spend the remainder of the evening conversing with loved ones, meditating, taking a relaxing bath or reading, and take a break by 10 o'clock p.m. at the latest. Thus, you can maximize the effectiveness of your 5 a.m. time. Sleep is not the only important means of rejuvenation. In fact, the key to sustained high performance is to alternate between periods of intense, focused work and periods of deep refueling through relaxation, recovery, and enjoyment. The billionaire refers to this process as the twin cycle of elite performance. Not only does growth occur during the performance phase but also during the recovery phase. If you wish to understand why, said the billionaire, ask a farmer. He will tell you that there is always a period of intensive tilling, planting, and labor. However, following that is the fallow season. The fallow season may appear to be a period of rest. It appears that nothing is occurring. In reality, however, the fallow season, during which the soil rests and replenishes its nutrients, is the best indicator of how well crops will flourish. Some of us don't want to embrace the rest part of the twin cycle. The entrepreneur recognized this, saying that if she isn't working, she feels guilty. But as the billionaire replied, balance is important, so don't just work. Embrace rest, relaxation, and fun, confident in the knowledge that it's a fundamental part of greater performance. For final summary, the first hours of the day are where heroes are made. Start by mastering the mornings if you want to master your life. Freedom from distraction at 5 a.m. will allow you to develop your creativity, improve your fitness, and maintain your serenity in a complex world.
If you enjoyed this awesome helpful video, please subscribe to our channel. Click the subscribe button below. Read, listen, or watch summaries anytime, anywhere, and be a happy lifelong learner for free. Please let us know by leaving a comment for any book recommendation, and we at Midnight Book Addicts will be delighted to include it in our upcoming videos.